Hello, my name is Sam. I'm a bit of a mess and I like to watch people be messy on the internet. Today, I'm watching Amberlynn's latest vlog and it's titled Lying to All of You. I'm honestly I'm gonna try to be nicer. I also didn't sleep very well, so I'm a little concerned about my capacity to be nice, but I'm gonna try it. We'll see what happens. Let's start and see what happens.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. This is
No dates, huh? Interesting.
the first video of the Reactlin series. So I have no idea how this is gonna go down, but
Oh
so many people are
no.
like, girl, just react to some videos. And I don't know what to react to. So I went to Instagram and I asked you guys, what do you want to see? And you guys gave me so many ideas. I got a cute little journal out and I wrote down at least 30 ideas. Like there's so many, but I figured I would start off with the video that I feel like altered my YouTube experience and like the way people view me. It's a video that I uploaded 9 years ago on August 5th, 2016. The video is called Confessing Everything I've Lied About. So I remember that the reason why I filmed that video is because I saw another YouTuber do a confessing everything I lied about, and their audience was so understanding and gracious, and I was like, I need to do the same thing because I wanted to be accountable. I was holding a lot of guilt, and instead of my audience reacting in the same way that that other YouTuber's audience did, it actually backfired on me.
I just feel like Amber has a very shallow understanding of how humans work because I'm just gonna keep watching.
And ever since then, I've been known as the girl who lied and the girl who continues to lie,
You
even
do?
though since from that point, I've made sure to be honest and transparent, even in times where I did not want to be. Have I been perfect? No. I am human, but I'm also a YouTuber who shares a lot, but I'm still trying to hold on to so much privacy that sometimes the lines are blurred. And anyways, let's get into this reaction. Hey guys, so
Whoa.
this video, let's be real, is a little, I don't know, nerve-wracking for me to film, but I feel like I need to get this stuff off my chest, and I just want you guys to know that
Just feels like every one of her, she's gotten better at it now, but especially around this time, it feels like it's all forced. None of it feels genuine. So I don't think that's helping.
sorry, my hair though, I knew I needed to poke these things out. Let's get real. Okay, I knew that coming onto YouTube, I was going to need to protect myself. I knew also I was gonna get a lot of backlash. Backlash hurts sometimes. Unless you're a YouTuber who has a pretty decent following and they get a lot of haters, I don't think you'd understand. You know, genuinely right here, I look so innocent. I sound so innocent. And I was getting a lot of hate at that time. But that girl right there had no idea what was coming for her at all. Just
Just the most victim-y victim there ever was.
imagine yourself at school and you get bullied by everyone in class. It hurts, it does, and I feel like a lot of the time you need to protect yourself to prevent backlash, but no matter if I protect myself or if I don't, it's gonna happen. And see right there where I was saying sometimes you have to protect yourself. I remember wanting to protect myself and the people around me because the hate was rising, it was getting worse. And trust me, I was bullied in school. I very much was. But I was bullied by a handful. And now all of a sudden I was being bullied by hundreds. I think I was just becoming overwhelmed. And I feel
That's
like I
fair.
need to kind of admit to some things that I have lied about. This is really hard.
This humming is out of control. I don't know why she didn't fix the humming. Not back then, but you could do this now. I'm hopefully gonna do this now. I think maybe you can't. I'm pretty sure you can.
I'm not a liar. I was
That's not true.
protecting my feelings as much as I could. I know it's selfish of me to do. I'm putting myself online for a reason to speak out and be like, this is me, this is who I am. And it's I still felt like there were certain things that I needed to kind of hide away. And I do feel like that's okay. I absolutely agree with myself back then. I wanted
It's so fun watching Amber watch herself and agree with everything she said, even though, you know, she's changed so much.
To be open and transparent and share my life, but like there was
Hmm.
also another side of me where I was like, I need to protect some things. And in doing so, it led me to lie, which then led me to make this video. And it's like, I don't even
No,
remember the things I lied about. So let's
we
keep
know.
watching. Trust me, there's a lot of things about me that you guys have no idea about. But it's like if I bring something up or whatever, or you guys see something like I shouldn't lie, I guess maybe ignore the situation. I really don't know. Sadly, I have learned that even ignoring a situation, shit still gets hectic. Some people believe that withholding information equals lying, but I don't see it that way. When you're sharing your life on YouTube, sometimes you want to withhold things. Like you still want to have like your privacy bubble.
Girl,
And I
you
feel like that
lie.
frustrates a lot of people, but it shouldn't.
No, it's frustrating to hear you talk about how much you don't lie and then continue to lie all the time. Like, it makes people crazy.
I think every
God.
YouTuber or reality star, whoever it may be, should only share what they are comfortable with.
Agreed.
I do have a list of things I want to talk about. Your girl has always been a list maker, still am.
Cool.
So the first thing, some of these you guys might not care about or whatever, but the reason why we moved to Kentucky, I said it's because Destiny wanted to be there for her mom. I said we wanted to take care of her. I think I might have said that in a vlog. I don't know why, but it's not the truth. We were just tired of Florida, honestly. I mean, mainly Destiny was, how do I word this without like saying too much, but you know, you get my drift. Her mainly, she just felt kind of like it was time to move on from Florida. You know, some things were happening that she just wasn't happy about, and she wanted a new beginning. I have, you know, said that on my Snapchat quite a few times and things like that, but I just felt like it was easier for me to say, you know, oh, we just want to be there for her mom. Okay, Amberlynn, this lie
That's so
confuses
dumb.
me because I feel like it would have been easier for me to just straight up be like,
Yep.
Destiny wants a new start somewhere else. I don't know why I had to like say something that wasn't true. That's a little weird, gotta admit. I don't know.
That's nice to hear.
I don't know if you guys will consider that a lie or not, but it's something I've said that, you know, I wasn't 100% like truthful about. So if you guys remember my aunt situation, this was a while ago though. Oof, the
Ooh.
aunt situation. I was not expecting this. This was probably, I don't know, it was months ago. Months, to be honest.
I
When
forgot
I
about
uploaded a
this.
video about how my aunt doesn't talk to me anymore because I'm fat. I'm a little on edge about that. I ended up talking to her and my cousins regarding that video. I had no idea they were gonna see it. I had no idea my aunt even watched my YouTube anymore. That is a true statement. I did not know that she watched all my videos.
Oh, I believe
And I will
that.
say, when I did upload the my aunt doesn't speak to me anymore because I'm fat video, I genuinely, at the time, that's like genuinely how I felt. But that doesn't mean that it's true or anything. And they were greatly offended. But at the time, I was vulnerable and I was upset, and I really felt like blaming my weight on everything was just like the easiest way to go. Okay, taking accountability. A round of applause, round of applause. I'm not gonna lie, no pun intended. I'm not gonna lie, I still do that now. I blame my weight on a lot of things.
We
And
know.
sometimes it's things that like don't even make sense and aren't
Yeah.
really justified.
Correct.
It's hard. Like, I have a weight issue and I have, you know, mental issues that cause, you know, me to be bigger. You don't just get this big for no reason. It just doesn't work that way. Like, of course, you can get, you know, overweight. That's normal. But to become so morbidly obese, there's something wrong. And I kind of wanted to ignore all that and just be like, oh, my aunt doesn't talk to me because I'm fat. I just thought it would be easier. And truly, back then, I did a lot of clickbait. And I think also titling my video that was very like eye-catching, and I knew that people would want to watch. There's more to me than my weight when it comes to me and my aunt's, you know, relationship. I pushed her away because of just who I am and how I am as a person, and that's the truth. And it's really not has anything to do with my weight. At the time, I felt like that. Sometimes I still do. I really don't know.
This is so boring. I don't even know what to do. I don't even have anything to say. I'm just bored and annoyed. This is probably going to be the most fun to watch. I mean this. This is not.
It's kind of crazy to me that like I am taking a lot of accountability and I
Oh,
feel
oh my
myself being
god,
super vulnerable in
dude.
this video, and I'm genuinely
She needs help.
admitting to things that like I know at the time I did not want to admit to. Like being that vulnerable sometimes it's really embarrassing, and I felt a lot of shame there, and I kind of feel it now.
You should.
I think I gave her a lot of excuses as to who I am. I fibbed
No
to her a
way.
few times just so she would stay in my life. I know that sounds so fucking strange, but wow, that is crazy behavior. So back then, I displayed a BPD symptom. A BPD symptom that I
This is all her just trying to show us that she's changed. Because, like, I literally feel like this is all you do, is this.
also still struggle with, but I'm telling you, my early
That was loud,
20s,
sorry.
I was so bad with that. So what it is when you feel like you're being abandoned by someone that you really care
Yeah,
about,
man.
you go to like extreme
Yeah.
lengths to try to get them not to abandon you. And
Yeah.
me admitting that I
That's
would
true.
tell my aunt fibs just so she wouldn't leave my life is
It's also a lot of times like a false belief that they're going to abandon you, right? Like you start to spiral and stress that people are going to leave you even when they aren't. So a lot of times you can push people away. It's complicated, but also like, yeah, this is annoying and sad.
really sad to hear. Like, that is genuinely like, damn girl, you have been struggling for far too long. And I know I'm not
Yeah,
perfect now in
that's fair.
2025, but like the Amberlynn back then, 9 years ago, she didn't know all of the knowledge that I know now about BPD. It doesn't
Okay.
make those things right or okay, but like looking back and now having an explanation is just like,
I wish she could just talk like a person, you know? Instead of like it just feels like she's putting on a show all the time. So it's really hard to trust anything she says because none of this feels real to me. So I don't know. I feel like she tries it's like going for dramatic effect, but it's the result for me is that I just don't believe anything she's saying.
just like
And I
whoa.
don't think she knows what she's talking about
I don't know.
either.
That's really all I want to say regarding that is no, my aunt, you know, she didn't stop talking to me because I'm fat. She stopped talking to me because of the issues I brought upon her, I guess. And if she's watching this, I am so sorry. And I really just,
Oh god, fine.
I wish I could change who I am as a person. That breaks my heart to see myself like that because I know that I was struggling and I didn't
Yeah.
understand why I was the way I was in any regard. And it's like now, as a 34-year-old woman, I was literally 25 then. I was just in my mid 20s. I had no idea why I was the way I was. So being able to kind of like figure that out now, like I feel bad.
I wish I had more sympathy for you or empathy. I do, but like I don't I have sympathy for you as a 25-year-old in that moment just now that you were having in that recording and all that was happening with that person, right? All that is happening with that person on camera. But I unfortunately know the context of your life and like how you've not done anything for basically 10 years. So it's really hard to like feel bad for you when this is like the product of your own making. I don't know.
Bad that I've let down that girl from 9 years ago because I didn't do it sooner, but I'm also glad that I'm doing it now. Because I
Yeah,
really want my
but
aunt back. Like, it affects me, it really does. Sorry. Okay. The next thing is my weight. I wouldn't say I've lied to you guys per se about it, but I definitely haven't been like very into like telling you guys my weight. All right, you guys, so here is the moment that made it to where like no one ever believes my weigh-in video.
this was the one moment.
It's like people have been saying I've been
All
lying
right.
about my weight since the end of time. When in actuality, the only time that I have ever lied about my weight was during this moment in this video. And I forget how I even did that. Like I'm on the edge of my seat. Like I just want to keep watching. I'm fluctuating a lot currently.
Only you would be on the edge of your seat for your own video. God, dude. The self-obsession is so real with this one. It's not healthy. It's just not healthy.
Currently with my weight. It's frustrating.
Yeah, you're
because I'll
frustrating.
do really good at something and then I will mess up. And then I'll do really good at something and then I'll mess up. This used to happen to me a lot where I would lose like 4 pounds and then gain it back. But now, currently, it's to the point where I gain I lose about 15, 20 pounds and then I gain it back. And that's really bad for me. And I haven't really been 100% honest about that because whenever someone asks me, oh, she's gaining weight or whatever, I always just say I'm losing. I don't know. I don't need the backlash. So I do understand myself back then. Like, I understand why I would say that because I was not used to the hate. I was not used to the backlash. Now, I don't care if you guys know how much I've gained, how much I've lost, how much I'm maintaining. Like, obviously, because I'm used.
I find that difficult to believe because it very much seemed like she didn't do a weigh-in after she came back from Wisconsin for like a while until she lost some weight, but I could be wrong on that one.
Used to the backlash. I'm used to the hate. But back then, like, I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want you guys to know, but I should have just ignored it. I shouldn't have lied. I shouldn't have led you guys astray thinking I was losing weight when I wasn't. That's not okay. And that has definitely made it to where it's hard for you guys to believe me now, which I understand that. But it was 9 years ago. Since that video, I can tell you, I have never lied about my weight since then. At all. I don't want it. I just feel like it's so much safer to just say what people want to hear and what I feel like people will.
That part I believe, actually. That does make sense. I'm just thinking. I feel like I'd have to think about that one a little more, but that makes sense to me. So maybe she thought she could like get out of all of it by just lying, but that so didn't help, and then she just continued to do it. Okay. Actually, I think I understand you a tiny bit better.
Not hate me for. I don't know how to explain it, but I can 110% say I've never been 500 pounds. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, she's 500 pounds, she's about to be 650 pounds. Like, this has never happened. I was absolutely being honest there. And a lot of people even think now, like, oh, you've been 600 pounds. Oh, you're 650 right now. Oh, you're 700. People have always crazily overestimated.
Girl, in 2019, you were the highest weight that you saw on the scale was almost 600 pounds. Like, what was it, 572, I think? And your face, while it didn't exactly resemble 2019, it wouldn't because, like, my face has changed since 2019. You lose some of your baby fat. Like, you were looking similar to how you looked back then. So it's not like, I don't know what you, okay.
Like how much I actually weigh. My highest weight is 485 and
oh, the good old days.
Right now, today I weighed 476, I think it was, and currently right now I am losing weight. Like, I'm not gaining, I promise you that. I have been weighing myself practically every day. I skip a few days here and there, and the scale is going down, and I'm in fear it's gonna go back up again because my mind always wins. Losing weight is mind over matter, and that's just how it's always been. And
that's true.
I feel like my mind is so strong with some things, but I feel like my weight is just like, ugh.
I feel like determination is a big thing. I don't know how you start getting it, but once you have it, it makes things a lot easier. Like with my recent health things that have happened, my determination was like very intense to make sure I was going to sleep at a certain time, like getting enough sleep, making sure I got enough steps in the day. Can't really think of the other. Oh, also just eating better and losing weight. And that determination has definitely wavered, especially with like adding on a new project to my day. But what was nice about it is like I did step on the scale and I was like, dang it, went up again. Like, I did lose a bunch of weight and then I gained it back and then I lost it and then I gained it back. But it's like I realized that I lost the determination because the goal got a little foggy for me. So just sitting down and like resetting and coming up with the goals, like the short-term goals and long-term goals, is like super important because otherwise it just feels like never ending. And like you have to know why you want these things and why it's important to you. Because like if you don't know why it's important to you, then like it tends to not feel that important and then you don't do it. I don't know.
Anyways, the next thing is about my girlfriend Destiny's weight gain and if she's actually gained weight. So before we continue to see what I said about Destiny, I think this is another prime example of I should have just ignored it and I shouldn't have mentioned my partner's weight gain, weight loss, whatever it may be. But I have a feeling I'm going to say to like protect Destiny, I lied.
It wasn't to protect Destiny. And also, it's okay to say, you know what, I have negatively impacted certain areas of your life with my own shitty habits, so I'm sorry for that. Like, you don't have to talk about her weight like that. Like, okay, just watch the video.
Ugh. I told you guys that Destiny has not gained weight since she's been with me. I've said that at least 100 times, but she has gained weight since she's been with me. We're not surprised, Amberlynn. We are not surprised. I do want to say, before she met me, she gained weight from birth control. A lot of people are like, why'd she take birth control, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's not really your business. Like, I don't want to say, girl, you should have just said that when people are like, has she gained weight? You should have also been like, that's none of your business. But I think I understand why I didn't say that. It's because if I would have said that's none of your business, then people would assume that she gained weight. And my idea at the time of protecting Destiny was to let people know that no, she did not.
I don't think it's to protect Destiny. I think it's to protect you. The implication was like you're having a negative impact on Destiny. So it's not to protect her. That's my opinion anyway. Okay, just get through the videos now.
A lot of people are confused because they're like, she's a lesbian, why does she need birth control? There is other reasons why people need birth control, and I just don't really want to say that.
Yeah, fair. Doesn't matter.
Destiny did give me permission to talk about her weight and just explain to you guys that I have been trying to protect her feelings. When I moved in with her, or we like moved in together in our apartment, she weighed 181 pounds, and as of today she weighs 206. Okay, this is weird behavior. Now I'm like giving specifics. I went from wanting to protect Destiny to now like giving specifics of like how much she's gained. That's weird. I should have just stuck with, yeah, I lied about that. Let's move on. So she's gained about 25 pounds. On her body structure, of course, that's really horrible and I feel really bad and I blame myself so much. I do.
Yeah.
She's never been a healthy eater though, I will say that. But I feel like it's only gotten a little worse since she's been with me.
Yep.
And I feel horrible about it. Like, I don't want to go into any more with that. I just feel freaking horrible, and I want her to lose weight more than I want myself to lose weight because I care about
her. I don't like where this is going. No, I'm just gonna listen. Oh, okay, Amber.
Care about her and love her more than I love myself. When I see her eat something that's bad for her, it breaks my heart because she doesn't understand nutrition like I do. She doesn't understand nutrition like I do. That went viral and I don't, like, who's gonna listen to me? Look at me, you know, that's just how it goes. I did not want this video to be like this, but I should have known. Okay, so something else I've lied about is the job I had in Florida. I told you guys that I was a PCA worker at a assisted living facility full-time, and I wasn't. Yeah. I was a PCA worker at assisted living facility, but I was not full-time. You guys, I miss that job so much.
How is she sitting here being like, I haven't lied since this video, but then like, what about saying Jade wasn't Jade or whatever, or like you guys broke up and now you're with somebody else? Like, I just feel like I can think of so many instances after this in which she lied.
That is by far my favorite job that I've ever had. It was so rewarding and the people I met were absolutely amazing. So
Sorry, I'm not saying it's not a good job. I understand, like, I feel this way. I did something similar. It is super rewarding. It can be really draining, especially, well, for lots of reasons. But I highly doubt that was her favorite job ever because she's never worked in anything since that job. Like, she's never worked anywhere except YouTube and, like, data entry, I think, for a little bit. Like, if you loved it so much, why wouldn't you do it?
So I would go in there on my days off. Me and Destiny would go in there on our days off, and I would do a lot of volunteering. I even did it on days where Destiny wasn't working because I genuinely enjoyed being there and being with the residents. So I think the reason why I was like, yeah, I work full time is because I did go there.
You can go volunteer now. And also, that's not true.
During a full-time shift, because when Destiny
was just an insane thing to say.
I would also go there with her. I don't know why I couldn't have like literally just said that though. Like, I don't know why I had to say that I like worked full-time. I should have just said I have a part-time job, but I am there full-time. I worked 4 hours. It started off 4 hours a day for 3 days, and then I got 4 hours a day for 4 days, and then I got 4 hours a day for 5 days, and then eventually I was 4 hours a day for 6 days, and then I started covering between a lot of other just random shifts, like 8-hour shifts, and I did a 16-hour shift one time. I'm telling you, that 16-hour shift was rough. I was there the whole day and then the whole night, and then I had to wake up the residents, change their Depends, and shower some of them, and I was like half asleep. I was like, this is the first time I've ever done this, like a 16-hour shift. But honestly,
Were you awake the whole time? I think my longest shift was 17 hours, and I did not sleep during any of it. I've had to do very similar work and also get up and do the thing she's talking about. It isn't easy, but like that's just normal jobs. Like that's what jobs are like. That's how jobs work.
honestly, still such a rewarding job no matter how tired I was. I was part-time. I was always on call, but I was part-time. I lied to you guys and said I was a full-time.
Why is she crying
Because
about
I
this?
felt
See, that's the other thing. Like, I don't believe you because you're crying about this and, like, there's no reason for it. So this makes me mistrust whatever it is you're saying.
so guilty about my life in Florida. I mean, my life in Virginia. Sorry, I've lived so many places I don't even know anymore. I felt so guilty about my life in Virginia. I lived with my ex-girlfriend for almost 4 years without a job, and I lived off of her parents. And all right, so here I feel like I'm just making excuses for the lie that I told because the excuse doesn't even make sense. Like, I should have been proud of the fact that I even got a part-time job after.
This is, honestly, I think this is her biggest issue is the being proud for, like, nothing. It's not nothing, but, like, being proud for so little. I don't think it's helping her in any way, shape, or form.
After spending so many years without a job, like I should have been proud of that, but instead it's almost like I felt ashamed, which is really weird. I got a lot of.
It's not weird because likely you should have been working full time, so that makes sense. Understand if you can't, but like that is sort of the natural flow of things for people as they get older. They work full time. I don't know.
A lot of beef because of that online, and a lot of people didn't understand why I didn't have a job at the time and this and that. So I wanted you guys to be proud of me, and I didn't want you guys to think I was some helpless person. And I thought by saying I had a full-time job that it would make me seem like some freaking awesome person, and really it didn't.
You know what? I think probably what you're thinking maybe is like at least people would feel better about it. Because at least you're trying, like you haven't really worked hard at anything ever. So that would have been nice. You would have been a little bit relatable in that moment. I'm not saying you're not relatable ever, but like it's also just nice for folks who haven't had to work full time to do that, and then just to understand what it's like to have to do that all the time, and then still have responsibilities at home or whatever it is. This fan is killing me.
I don't know why I lied about that. Besides the point, I almost needed confirmation from other people that I was capable to be in this world. Validation. Validation is the word I was looking for. I felt like I needed validation from other people. I felt like people would think that a part-time job isn't as good as a full-time job. But Amberlynn, it was good enough. I just wish you believed it then. Sometimes I just felt like, why do I live off of everybody? Why can't I just support myself?
Yeah, I've been there.
I did not want to live off of Destiny, and when I was living in Florida at the beginning, I did not make enough money on YouTube. I lied about that. I did not make enough money on YouTube to support us at all. Now, I will say YouTube income is incredible, and I'm so grateful for you guys because it really helps. It doesn't just help me, but it helps Destiny, and it helps her mom when she needs something, and I want to be that person. I'm so tired of just living off other people. I got so used to it being a foster care kid. Like, because I was in foster care for so many years of my life, and I lived with so many families and group homes and children's shelters that I was so used to just relying on other people. And
so interesting to me that she went in that direction, because I think the thing I have heard the most is usually it's like people try to get as much independence as they can as quickly as possible so they don't have to be living off other people, because generally those situations aren't the best. So I find it really interesting she went the opposite way.
I didn't want to do that in Florida, and I had a moth on my head. That's cute. Just then, if you guys rewind and go look at that. I wanted to change when I moved to Florida, and you know, I knew the only job I could possibly get was working with Destiny, because not a lot of people want an obese girl. They don't. And
I think you would have eventually found somebody willing to hire you, but that's not really the point of this, so we'll let it go.
I'm very grateful for, you know, I have a job here. I haven't yet started because they haven't yet contacted me yet, which is a bunch of BS. If you ask me, this is a big process, and like YouTube is a job right now.
She's already mad?
now. It's reliable income, and it's a lot of income, and I'm appreciating it so much. Like, I don't even need a job outside of YouTube, but I feel like because of all those years that I didn't have a job while living in Virginia, that I need a job. I need to pay back. I need to, it's like a whole thing, but I just wanted you guys to know. Anyways, sounds to me like I had a lot of guilt for not having a job while living in Virginia, and I think maybe
The thing is like, I don't think you would have had that guilt had people not been pointing it out to you, though. So, whatever, that is what it is. But also, like, you could have kept doing YouTube and then tried to make it better, but you just don't. I guess filming's better now. There's not a giant fan on. But like, if you watch people who started YouTube like 10 years ago, where they are now, generally there's like a pretty significant like increase in like, sorry, there's dust, the quality of the content. So, but like there's just been no drive for you, even though you say there is all the time. And it is really frustrating for people to watch. I don't know.
maybe like that's why like in the recent years I have been so giving, like giving money and buying people gifts and buying people things, and a lot of people are like, oh, you're buying love, which maybe that's a huge part of it too, but I also think it's
Probably.
me just like making up for all that I was given when I was in need. Something else I've lied about is my blood pressure. On several occasions I have said I don't have diabetes, I don't have high blood pressure, I don't have high cholesterol, I don't have this or that, whatever. All of that is true besides the blood pressure. I don't have high blood pressure, but I have borderline high blood pressure, where it's like semi-high. It's not high enough for me to take a pill, but it is there. This is another example of like, I just should have ignored it. I can understand not wanting to like tell people like medical stuff,
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
instead of saying like, I don't have high blood pressure, just like never talk about the topic. And just an update on that, I still don't have diabetes, I still don't have pre-diabetes, but I still do have borderline high blood pressure, but it's never been to the
Just don't believe you.
point of like doctors wanting to put me on medication. And it's a little scary, let's be real.
I shouldn't say that. It's not that I don't believe her about that specific thing. It's just that I'm just struggling to believe her about a lot of stuff. Basically, all the things.
I just want to be a healthy
Oh.
person. Like, this video is so raw, you guys. Fuck. Yep, that's another moment that went viral. And I also was noticing while I'm watching this, why am I
It's
so
so
whiny?
good.
Like, I'm giving whiny,
You are
and it's making
very.
me cringe, just like the slightest
You're
bit.
still
Fuck
whiny.
me. Like, damn. Excuse me, Amberlynn, what'd you just say? Excuse my language.
You put the emphasis on the wrong word. I've done that, and it's embarrassing and weird because I do say that. And if we put the emphasis on the wrong word, it's just a bad time for everybody. Not a comfortable situation. Like, generally try not to do that. You're fine. That happens.
If you're young. Okay.
Oh no, see, I do like her a little bit.
I wanted people to think I was healthy, even though I have
That's fair.
unhealthy.
That I actually fully believe. I think she's like very desperate for folks to believe she's healthy because it doesn't matter.
Written all over me, like, this is not good. People think I'm promoting obesity, and I'm not. I'm just trying to promote, like, love yourself no matter what, while you're trying to better yourself. But it's like, don't be this person. I still agree with that. Like, I will never promote morbid obesity, obviously. Like, I am just a human existing.
I will say that is one of the things I like about Amber, is she has not, as far as what is this about? She has not, as far as I can remember, ever participated in the fat acceptance haze body positive, like the where stuff gets like she hasn't participated in that specific thing where a lot of people are like, it's not the obesity that's causing all the health related problems, it's other people's reaction to the obesity that's causing the health problems. And I do appreciate that about her, is that she hasn't done that. Yeah, so I guess credit there.
And I'm also trying to show that like you can love yourself and be confident, all while trying to improve.
I don't know if I'd describe you as confident, man. I'm sorry.
I don't think that anyone should be this size and be okay with that. Like, there's a difference. But back to what I was saying about like wanting people to think I was healthy. Like, I get that, because there's such a stigma on like bigger bodies mean worse health. And honestly, it's true. Statistically, it is true. Yes, skinny people have heart attacks, skinny people have diabetes, skinny people, but bigger people are more prone to these things. Like, it's not good, and I know I have high blood pressure because my eating habits and because I'm morbidly obese, and I haven't been tested for diabetes or, you know, cholesterol or whatever in a while, so I don't know. But I can safely say that, like, if I eat a lot of sugar or whatever, like, I don't feel any differently. So I want to assume I don't have diabetes, but I'm just purely assuming, you guys. I really don't know. Thankfully, this time I'm not just guessing, and I actually do know. And that's what scares me. I currently don't have a doctor right now. I'm trying to get on an insurance plan, and it's just not working. I don't understand why. This also happened in Virginia. Like, I don't even know. So I'm trying to figure everything out, and I'm just trying so hard to treat my body the way I should have been treating it from the beginning. And sometimes my mind just, it overpowers me, and I don't know how. Like, it takes control of my whole body, toes to my head. I don't get it. Okay, so this last one kind of goes hand in hand, why I don't vlog as much versus why do I ride a scooter in Walmart and why do I sit in the car.
That does suck a lot. Ugh. The thing is, I feel like once you start bringing these things into your life, like using the scooters, using these things that make it easier to not use your body, I just think it's a slippery slope, right? Like, not saying she shouldn't have ever used a scooter, but like maybe try walking a little bit around the front of the store and then jump on. Like, you know, I don't think the scooter thing helped her at all.
When Destiny goes in the store a lot, it's because I can't breathe. No, I've gotten to the point in my life, and since I've gained so much weight, everything is hard.
Yeah.
People ask if showering is hard. Yes. So in this video that I'm actually,
dude, I bet you just existing is hard.
Reacting to, at the time I was living in Destiny's mom's house, and the shower that she had was like
You
this
got stuck.
old-fashioned, like small tub that like was on feet, and it was so tall, and like the feet were so small that every single day I had to take a shower outside of the shower. Showering at that time was like virtually impossible, or like a normal shower. Like, I made sure to clean my body almost every single day. But
were there not 2 showers in this house?
Like, I never stepped in the shower, and to wash my hair, I had to like put my head down and like wash it that way, like in the tub. It was rough.
I feel like
it was
that would
hard. It was embarrassing. People ask if I could wear a seatbelt. No, they don't fit me. People ask if going up the stairs is hard. Yes. People ask, why do I ride a freaking Walmart cart? Not only is it my foot, that is the 100% truth. I do have either a heel spur or a plantar, whatever. I have not gone to a doctor for it, but it's also because I get so winded so fast, and it's because of my weight. And God,
I just can't. I already said the thing. So instead of like being uncomfortable and being like, damn, this is really uncomfortable, I need to change this, you used a scooter instead. Not saying she can't use a scooter. I'm just like, feel like that's again, slippery slope.
God, I would do anything to be able to vlog how I want to, but I feel like the only reason why, I mean, what am I trying to say? I feel like the only time I vlog is when I'm sitting or when I have air, like even just sitting here. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm out of breath, and it's because of my weight, and I know you guys see it too, and like hashtag relatable girl, because I still struggle with that. I have gone through waves where my stamina has been worse and then better and then worse and then better again. My stamina then at the age of 25 is probably very similar to how my stamina is now, but the only difference is I actually push,
like, I don't know if that's COVID or just a lot of vocal fry happening. I do it too. You're good.
Push myself to do more. There's times where I'm like, where I am in the store, like I do go in the store, like I don't just not. There are times where I'm in there and I want to show you guys something cool, but I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to talk because I can barely breathe because I'm standing and walking.
You could do a voiceover.
It's really embarrassing. As I was describing that, I think it made me realize that my stamina is actually better than it was then, because I vlogged while I was in Target recently, and I was up walking in there for like 2 hours. So it actually makes me kind of proud of myself, low key. And I used to not be that person. And moving to Florida really messed with me. It really truly did. It made me so much worse off physically. Ooh, girl, and it's only gonna get worse. And that actually makes me really sad, because pretty soon you're gonna have a moment in your life. It's only gonna be about 6 months long, but you're gonna be like low-key bedbound. I wish I could just go back to that time or even prior to like when I was in Virginia, and I wish I could have just like stayed on my weight loss journey, like genuinely.
Or at any point.
Because I let myself go. I stopped caring. I met Destiny and she was very set in her weight and she didn't understand like how to lose weight or anything. And so like I kind of got in that groove where I didn't care either because she accepted me and she loved me, and
I believe that.
I regret
That's
it.
fair.
I fucked up.
Oh, I kind of think that's the only thing Amber really wants in her life.
Look at me, a fuck up. That's really all I can say.
We're all fuck ups, man. All the time.
I think that's it for now.
I was literally fucked up this morning. Like, it's not even 2 o'clock. I'm sure I fucked up like 8 times already. Sorry, that's just what being a human is, dude. It's a lot of fuck ups. It's just a culmination of fuck ups. That's all it is. And then you have your good moments. You try to do those more often. But like, it doesn't have to be this whole thing. Like, people fuck up, okay? But that's the thing. You fuck up, jump back on. Fuck up, jump back on. Just keep jumping back on.
For now, I hope you guys appreciate this video. I feel like so many people are going to be yelling and mad, and the comments are going to be harsh, and I don't think I'm going to be able to read the comments. Yep, girl, this video made a lot of people mad, and still 9 years later, people bring up this very video. And still, if I could go back in time, I would still film it. Because I remember after I filmed it, like a weight just like came off of me.
Weird what happens when you stop lying
anymore, which definitely fucking sucked. But I no longer was guilty and I no longer was lying to my audience. I really don't. So this video I might not read them, but if you guys watch this straight through, I appreciate it so much. This took so much nerve. I can't even explain how much nerve this took. But I appreciate you guys.
She wants to be applauded all of the time, and it's so frustrating
watching this, and I really hope you guys don't hate me. I'm a human. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. And I was just trying to protect myself, and while doing so, I not only hurt me, but I probably hurt you guys. So, but I still hope you guys enjoyed this video for what it's worth, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Wow, that was a lot. I did take accountability, but I also had a lot of like weird random excuses and like whiny behavior that I was not jiving with. So
if you took accountability, like if you actually gave a shit and took accountability for actions, I think you would be a very different person sitting in front of us right now.
Understand why my audience was like, girl, this is not cool.
No, you
but
don't.
At the same time, I want to sit here and make excuses for myself and for my past behavior as like a 25-year-old who genuinely was so fucking immature. Like, I am super immature now as a 34-year-old woman. So imagine how immature I was at 25. So immature, it's insane. But anyways, wow. React Lynn. That was kind of fun, not gonna lie. Now I just want to react.
You love watching yourself, we know. Like, dude.
To a million different videos. Not me turning into a reaction channel. Anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video.
The path
and
forward.
I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Not the way forward. Nope. That was a struggle to get through. I just, like, she does that thing where she, like, just rewriting history thing, and it bothers me a lot. I do actually feel more empathy for her in that video when she was younger, because like I understand some of the things, like those make sense to me, especially given that she was the age that she was. She's still doing the exact same stuff that she was doing back then and is still not getting it. So like, I don't know. I wish she could understand. Like, I just really wish she could. It just doesn't seem like she can. But hopefully this is the only one of those I have to watch, or hopefully she reacts to somebody other than herself, because that's infuriating. I'm gonna go because my phone's about to die, but thank you so much for being here. Please check out any of the other videos if you enjoyed this one, and subscribe if you like, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.